What is up, future self lad YouTube? Welcome back to another banger. Pew, 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 pew. Today's Bible verse is Mark 5, verse 25 to 34. So it says, "And there was a woman who had a discharge of blood for 12 years, and who had suffered much under many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was no better, but rather grew worse. She had heard the reports about Jesus, and came up behind him in the crowd and touched his garment. For she said, If I touch even his garments, I will be made well. And immediately the flow of blood dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. And Jesus, perceiving in himself that power had gone out from him, immediately turned about and in the crowd and said, Who touched my garments? And his disciples said to him, You see the crowd pressing around you, and yet you say, Who touched me? And he looked around to see who had done it. But the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came in fear and trembling, and fell down before him and told him the whole truth. And he said to her, Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your disease. That is Mark 5, verse 24 to 34. 25 to 34. My opinion from this is it's not about you making or seeing Jesus and touching him like if he was right there, right? It's your faith in what you have, and you know what can be done throughout your faith. When your faith grows stronger, you're getting closer to Jesus, and just the feeling or thought of it will heal things that you don't think are healable. That makes sense. Like if I say, "Oh, this cut in my finger is bleeding out a lot," and yeah, I say, "Lord, please heal this," but I have no faith in it. Well, then I say, "Oh, Jesus, please heal it," and the faith is there. That cut is gonna be healed. It's not gonna be dry. It's not blood isn't gonna keep coming out, right? It's gonna be stopped, and the skin is gonna come back together like a normal cut does, right? And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that Bible verse because I did. That it just shows that it's your faith that controls that that woman in the Bible. She touched Jesus' garment for her to be healed, right? Her faith led her to be healed by touching his garment. But yeah, hopefully I enjoyed that Bible verse. Now let's get back to the markets. I want to make a quick analysis and just see what's going on, right? All right. Now that we're back to the markets, I feel like this is gonna be an interesting week. The reason I say that is because I have this feeling that it's gonna be an interesting week. I don't know why, but if I enter a trade this week, I wanna say why I entered it specifically, why, how, and why did I think I should enter, right? And from that, I'm gonna make an analysis next week on what I did wrong, what I did right, what I didn't right. That's if I enter a trade, right? Or plan to. But before I get to that, some news that we have that are major, I believe is going to be major when the market opens, is that currently the U.S. is doing strikes to Iran. It says U.S. launches new airstrikes on Iran after 2 U.S. soldiers were killed. Yeah, so basically we're really just attacking Iran, and that is pretty major with the U.S. because there might be a potential trade of missile attacks, right? We're gonna have to see. Other than that, yeah, that's really it. But that's pretty worrying for people in US. We have to be on high alert in case something does come out of nowhere. All right. So quick analysis. I'm gonna make some analysis on these markets. So first would be CAD-JPY. I don't see nothing. I'd probably wait for price to reach these areas. The reason I say that is because price has rejected here 2 times already. But that is a trade for next week, not this week. But I'm gonna just keep that as marked out, right? We know we are bullish, but price has rejected here previously, so we have to be aware, right? So we're gonna put this all the way down, and we're gonna put maybe trade for next week, area of interest, right? Maybe. Next would be this. If I'm being honest, I don't see nothing. I see that we're going higher, right? But I don't see anything in my interest, so I'm not interested in that. AEDJPY, and the other hand, this is different. You're probably saying, how is this different? Well, it looks like we are slowing down. If I'm being honest, we did just break this previous weekly structure. If I'm being honest, I'm pushing it. I really don't see any trade there. So I don't know why I'm saying this and that when I see nothing there. So that's nothing. GPK on the other hand, but if we just look at this, we're at an area, you can see pretty much consolidation, right? Price broke out of this zone at the lower part, failed to retest, and kept going higher. I do see price coming more to these levels on the downside, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I said that last time. So I would just want I would want price to show me this indication of us breaking this structure. Right. So once price is able to break this structure, I do believe we're gonna continue falling. On GBPCHF, my friend. Well, I see something here. I'm being honest. This wouldn't be a clear area of like rejection, right? I want to see how price reacts to this on down. So this wouldn't be like a trade that I'm willing to take, but I do believe there's a week. If we reject this area, then prices may be going lower. Maybe I wouldn't be correct or sure or accurate, right? Because we are bullish. But if we meet this area, there's potential of sellers being there. As you can see, when price reaches this area, price goes up. When price reaches this area, liquidity, price goes up. When price reaches this area, price goes up. When price reaches this area on the downside, price goes down. GPNZD. I think I've been waiting for this market since last week. We have this area of interest. Price has met that area of interest. We rejected off the. But realistically, if I'm being honest, my interest was here, right at that area. We can see this daily closing off with this doji and this bullish engulfing taking out these previous lows. Um, we would have this engulfing and the entry was right there. I do believe I did the wrong in missing it. I don't know what I was waiting for, if I'm being honest. I mean, yeah, the stop loss could have been a little shorter, like around there. And I would have did it wanted to, right? So it would have been something like this. So I do believe the opportunity was there, but I missed it because I don't know what. I feel like lately my mind's been kind of jibby jabby. Do you feel me? We gotta know that we might have missed this trade already, and we did miss this trade already. I just remembered that. GBP AUD. Oh shit. Oh shit. I see something that y'all don't. Well, I see this. Alright, so we can see price easily rejecting this area, right? Y'all see it, right? Yeah, I do see it, right? I'm just making sure we can see this, this. So now what I'm gonna be waiting for, right? Since technically, right? Technically, we are bullish. Technically, right? Technically, I don't really think we're bullish, but technically, if I'm talking like analysis wise, that daily is bullish. So what I want to see is some type of engulfing. Once this 4 hour gives me an engulfing, there's a big possibility that I do this 1 to 3. So the reason I say that is because we have some type of structure here and there, right? So we could possibly even use that as support, resistance, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be con cuidado, you feel me? Con cuidado. But yeah, it does look ready to fall. We actually might even miss this trade once market opens. So this is, I see this perfectly. It's gonna be like the best one I see. But I'm doing one more and then the rest I will leave for next week or tomorrow. Mm. Use the cat. See. Uh-huh. So at the beginning of this week, we saw this formation. So that if we replay this back, look at this. We have this formation here. Um, I'm assuming price is gonna come give us some sort of retest to these zones here. The reason I say that is because price broke out of it. So you can see whenever we're below, we're above. Whenever we're down, we go down, right? So I do believe it's making some sort of retest to these zones, right? And if I'm being honest, I do believe we need some sort of retest to this zone up here. This, I do believe price needs to make some type of retest to that zone, maybe to continue falling. Not too sure. I'll leave this like at the very lowest, so that would be there. Only because I don't really think that is gonna do shit. To be honest, this trade. Let me clear some stuff out. I'm gonna clear this out just to have like clear understanding of what I'm trying to look at, right? So this shit looks choppy as freak on this brokerage. It's showing me something else on a different brokerage, so I might just look at the other brokers. Okay, so first, confluence, right? We have met this area of interest. So as we can see when our price is above, yeah, we go up. When price is below, yeah, we go down. I have to turn the screen, so hold on. So as we can see that, right? We can also see here when price is below, we go up. So I want to see what happens here, right? So we're at this area. So we can see this weekly has a lot of liquidity up here that we have taken out. So we can see the liquidity being taken out. Now what I want to see now is for this 4 hour to take this on out. You're probably saying, hey Henry, why that zone? That's a daily structure. So we know that price can also move in many various ways, right? So on the daily, it can have a structure here, and then the 4 hour could retest that structure and then fall. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, just to you. But so yeah, I want price to either give me some type of engulfing to the downside, or just realistically something that's showing me we're gonna break this, alright. But remember, you gotta be aware. Previously, we also did that, and price never retested it, and price fell. If I'm being honest, if I would have looked at this market and I would have seen it like this, I would have never entered. This shit looks whack. If I do enter this, right, it's gonna be a 1 to 2, right? Yeah, it's gonna be 1 to 2. But if I see price moving lower, yeah, I know it's gonna be a 1 to 4. So that's even moves lower, right? I'm not sure that I'm gonna do a 1 to 4, maybe, right? Then this hourly we are bearish, so everything is showing me bearish. I just want to break and retest to this zone, and I just want to see some structures to the downside, right? So that's going up there. But yeah, that's really it. I did say one more, and that was the last one. So three main ones are this. These are the maybes. So this is the maybe. Nah. I don't even think I did nothing for that. So I should let that. But so yeah. So that's really the thing that I just came to show. I need to find out where I'm messing up. If y'all see something, please let me know. I need to figure this out, right? Other than that, that's gonna be it. Um, let's play some Fortnite. So y'all gonna watch me play Fortnite. I don't think y'all have seen me play Fortnite in a minute. If you wanna play with me, let me know. I'm like the god at that game. Shit. Fuck you. Stop playing with me. Someone's here. Do this. Shit. Yeah, I know it. I know it. Yeah, I'm getting pissed off. But that's gonna be it. I'm gonna do my own little research on the markets. I have to keep on studying. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace. What is up, YouTube? Have yourself welcome back. Um, tonight we are young. Alright, markets are opened. As we see, we have started off pretty great. I do see myself entering some trades this week. Not to say that I need to enter a trade this week. I see myself entering. I don't. I see this playing out this week, and yes, it took me out last week, but it doesn't matter, right? We forget and move on to the next trade. So USDCHF, that's how it's looking. I'm still waiting for price to break below these lows here. AUDJPY price. We might not even reject this area, right? We could end up retesting it and going higher. GBP AUD, I do see this playing out this week. As we can see, this daily has already made that strong wick. This daily has already made a strong wick, and I do believe the potential of this going lower is highly strong, right? So I'm basically just waiting for that break, maybe retest, and then I find an entry. Remember that we don't want to push these trades. If we see it, we see it. If we don't, we don't. GBP CAD, I am still waiting for price to break below this low. Yes, the trend is bearish overall. Internal is not doing it's doing nothing at the moment. Overall, we are bearish. Price make this high, low, high, and potentially even a noodle, right, to continue on lower. Yeah, that is really all the trade update that I have at the moment. I don't have any further trade updates at the moment. It's really gonna do what it has to do. If it doesn't want to go up, it's not gonna go up. Something I'm interested in, kind of, is gold. As we can see, price has to make this week, but I do want to see how this closes off in 39 minutes. There's no entry for me at the moment. I would wait for tomorrow because I just feel like I'm more comfortable with seeing this daily turn bullish, right? Further news update where it says Trump says when we hit Iran very hard again tonight, right? At 7:24 p.m., which is 2 hours ago or an hour ago. Other than that, that's gonna be it for today. If I enter any trades, I will let you know. If I don't, I'm not. I'm not gonna enter any trades. Right? I'm trying to control my risk management, my psychology, and just basically overall just try to figure out which ones are the best for me. I have to do the best of my ability to control my emotions, just self-doubt. Remember that my feeling could mean anything, right? It's mostly just overall on seeing the market. It's all about the markets, not your feelings. Your feelings can say it's gonna go up. No, the market is gonna show you something else. Focus on the markets, not the feelings. Those feelings you gotta get back away from the markets because they will make impulsive thoughts and make you cause something that you didn't want to cause before, right? So at the moment, that is really gonna be it for the moment. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you stay safe. Keep going. In case I didn't show the fake rich media today. Remember that one day we are gonna have a real one and a fake one. We just gotta keep going, even if it takes a year from now, even if it takes us a month, 2 weeks from now, right? We just gotta keep going. So other than that, I'm gonna see y'all later, men and women. Peace.